working with Krista was a very interesting experience in that you see this, you see this white woman trying to do something that I personally have never seen before. I've never, I can say I've never had a white person actually ask me these types of questions, like how do you feel in terms of your perspective on the world and what's happening and the issues with African Americans, and then we delved into the idea that I didn't necessarily want to call myself African American because I haven't experienced that African culture, and then there was a whole nother thing written about that in my chapter. But she is a very, I think she's a very caring person. I had the wonderful opportunity and experience to meet her daughter. She was amazing. It was all in all, it was just a very engaging experience that allowed me personally to learn things about not only myself, and that I delved into my own spiritual self and then creative self, to kind of just everything that I had been writing in poems previously just manifested into our conversations with not only Krista, but with my father and with Mr. Collins. He's a very amazing person, in that he's given us opportunities to do things, and not just do things, but do them ourselves, and then kind of push us to do our own thing, and just give us the platform to support anything we want to do. And I think Mr. Collins and Krista have both done that. They engage with us in a way that allows us to elevate our own thinking, and never stopping at that one idea by taking it to the next level and going places in your mind that you barely go. And in some cases, you're not able to go in today's society, in today's situations. You don't go there often because it can be too painful to experience certain things. I mean, it can be very painful and emotional, and then I talk about that in my chapter, so let's not get into that too much. But I definitely think other people should do this. Other African Americans or other young black males should definitely engage in doing things like this, because these emotions have to be there. I mean, I wrote a poem about basically expressing my own views to another like young black male of, do you feel what I feel, and are you feeling what's actually going on today, and are you feeling the pain and suffering of everything you see? I mean, it's not very often portrayed in the media and in movies, but when it is, are you feeling it? And then not only are you feeling it, but are you expressing it? Is it not only given that nod, like, man, that's messed up? Is it given the full effect and range of emotions that it deserves, and that every life matters? And there are certain organizations, like of course Black Lives Matter, and then there are many individual organizations that support young black males, but I also talk about this in my chapter, where they should be under the same roof and communicating with each other to bring togetherness, rather than being so separated into different things. I mean, they're all representing the same ideals and the same concepts, and they should be given that connection to each other. So I think I definitely would, I mean, everywhere, any young black male and every young black male everywhere should be given the opportunity to express themselves in any and every artistic way they could possibly do, whether it ranges from music, which I love, writing, which I love, but art, and, well, those are art forms, but other art forms such as like painting and drawing, they should definitely be represented in that way. And to go on to me, how much I changed in a year. This school year has been crazy. This school year has been, I've had a lot of ups and downs. Um, I would say mostly downs, but I wouldn't say mostly downs because through every struggle we have, especially as young black males, we have to learn from them. I mean, we really have to learn because we don't get as much of a buffer as to what could happen. Like every single person in their life makes mistakes and has issues and problems. But as young black males, we don't have as much room for error to make those mistakes. And when we do make those mistakes, they're glorified and magnified and exposed in ways we could never imagine. So me personally, the mistakes that I've made, I'm hoping to God that I learn from them and are able to move forward in a way that I can just learn and hopefully teach other people through whatever art I'm doing, through music and writing. And because that's honestly, that's what I love. I love doing that. And if I would love to do something like that later in life. That's a real dream for me. But how how I've matured so much this year. I've created experiences and made so many different connections with the world that I hadn't before. I think I'm probably halfway through my 16th year, however you want to put that, but I think this year has probably, in this half a year of being 16, I've learned more than I have probably ever learned in my entire life just through the experiences I have. So that's the difference between then and now.